Hello everyone and welcome back to my garden, and today we are going to be steaming my Cotswold Heritage Cirrus beam engine. So we've got the boiler firing up now and we'll get the Cotswold Heritage ready for steaming. Since I do not intend on steaming the engine for very long, I'm going to put some oil, and I'll do this periodically into the steam line to go into the engine, and then I will also put some into the steam chest. The next job is to lubricate the engine. So first I'm going to put some oil into the little oil cups on the flywheel pedestals. Next on the crank. And after the boiler sings a song, we put some on the crank rod, the beam pivot, the parallel motion. And then it's also good to put a bit around the piston gland to make sure that's well lubricated. Now the next thing I'm going to put on is this. This is a makeshift oil exhaust pipe for the engine. Now I need to put this on, but I do need to take this gland off first because it won't fit on. Now put that on there and then I'll get ready for the steaming. So now we have around 15 psi on the boiler, so I'm going to open the steam to the engine to warm up the cylinder and hopefully start the engine. So here we go. There you are, and the engine self-starts on steam. The exhaust is mainly water until the engine warms up, but once the engine warms up that will turn into steam. So I'll just maintain a nice easy speed like that, and the engine will naturally increase in speed until whilst it's all getting warmed up. So now the steam is becoming less and less fluid as the piston which is in there gets warmer. So I'll give it a bit more steam now because I'm confident now it's nice and warm. We're not going to get hydraulic lock, so I'm going to give it some more steam. This is the point I realised that's literally full steam, so I'm going to close the valve down and let the boiler build up some more steam. One thing that is very important to do is check the water level in your boiler, and you do this by using the blowdown valve. And as I can tell by that, the boiler's still got plenty of water inside. So you can see we are starting to build up steam again. Now I've put some more fuel in the boiler, it will be more efficient, so I'm going to open the steam valve early and then get the engine running steadily and hopefully keep the steam level in the boiler equal. So here we go. So we're just warming through the cylinder again. We're going to need to get a bit more steam, I think. And now she seems happy. Because this is a double acting piston, it can do quite nice what we call tick overs, which is where the engine is just gently moving, a bit like a realistic engine, because being realistic, when I work with a beam engine in real life, if my beam engine started doing this, I'd be a bit worried. So I'm going to decrease the pressure, go into the engine to slow it down. But thankfully the engine's got a nice big flywheel, which should keep some momentum up. But now the boiler's starting to bring some pressure, so the engine's going to start speeding up naturally as more steam makes its way to the engine. And if I open the steam valve more, the engine will accelerate like so. Now, the exhaust has still got some liquid in it, so I'm going to keep an eye on that and make sure the cylinder's still getting nice and warm. Because I'm using quite a low temperature heat source when you compare it to other methods, the steam is what we call wet steam, where there's still going to be water like this in your exhaust, but hopefully not to the extent like it was before. But so far the boiler's steaming very happily, the engine's running very happily, and will continue. This engine has what we call a rotary valve on it, which is demonstrated here. Stop it there. That's the rotary valve there. What the rotary valve does, it controls which side of the piston the steam goes on. And it's quite a simple but very effective method. And as far as I know, this is only one of 2 Model Beam engines which you can buy commercially which has this type of valve. The valves on this engine are controlled by this part here, which is called the eccentric. The eccentric moves the rotary valves backwards and forwards to control which side of the piston the steam goes on. Now whilst I'm here, I'm noticing that the 2 oil cups here are empty, so what I'm going to do is quickly just top up these oil cups here. That'll keep the engine nicely lubricated. Obviously I don't recommend oiling the rest of the engine when it's in steam, because you can see it's going to be hard to get to it with an oil can. And not very safe. I highly don't recommend it. So now is my favourite time. It's tea time, so I've had to blow the fire out and we used up the excess steam. So now we need to drain the boiler, so I'm just going to open the blowdown cock here and blow the water out. So now the water's been blown out by any excess steam in there. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I shall see you next time. Thank you.